3, 2, 1, blast off!
Yeah. I've seen so many great videos from a number of different YouTubers of all the layouts at the Great Electric Train Show that I wanted to do something a little bit different, at least at the beginning of my own video about the show. And of course we were there live streaming throughout on both days, really good. But there was a lot of retail on offer and some amazing bargains, and I wanted to share with you some of the pickups that I've got from my time there, and just to show you what happens if I'm let out unattended with a functioning bank card and a purse full of crisp used notes. And the first stand that I visited was DCC Concepts, and full range was there available to buy, and I pretty much made out like a bandit. I love these levers. We've done a video on these. In fact, it's one of my more popular videos on building the control panel using the Cobalt-S levers. As you can see here, I got 4 of them because I've worked out that if I jiggle things about, I can add 4 of these to my control panel, and there's enough channels on the AEUs, the alpha encoder units, to take these, and it just extends that really beautiful lever frame, because you can do so much painting up the levers, using the detail parts, and make these look like a genuine signal box interior. Today's video comes in association with Tramfabriek, makers of DCC decoders and accessories that are designed by enthusiasts for enthusiasts. Find the full range available to order now at tramfabriek.co.uk. Additional support comes from...
This is Clark Railworks, and this is what we do. You'll know us from Ellis Clark Trains, and you'll get the same friendly expertise with us too. We've got a huge range of pre-owned model railways from all your favourite manufacturers, and maybe some you hadn't heard of before. It's the place to come for quality. We don't stock substandard models, and everything we sell is fully tested and photographed by model railway experts. No matter whether you model double-O gauge, N, HO or more, we have sought after models from all around the world, with new listings added every weekday. Check out what's available now at clarkrailworks.com, and don't miss out on your latest loco.
Whilst I was there as well, I picked up some more decoders. I got some of the 8-pin direct plug, and the reason for getting these will become clear as this pickups video goes on. But just bear in mind, the Class 08 video that I did, actually fitting these and the new stay alives into the Bachmann 08s, and all will become clear. And here we are. I picked myself up a Bachmann 08, and this actually came from the Clark Railworks stand, but it's one that I've had my eye on for a while. There's a few of the Bachmann 08s, all special commissions, that I'd really love to own. And whilst I don't do post-privatisation as a rule, this livery I find incredibly eye-catching, and it's one of those models that I make an exception for. Catalogue number 32-106Y. This is 08823 Libby in the Malcolm Rail livery, and this was produced exclusively for AMR SS. My recollection was that these were available at Model Rail Scotland one year, and you can see that £120 is actually not bad for a quite difficult to get special commission from Bachmann of the 08. So just very quickly going to show you delivery, and yes, that's one of the reasons that I got the AE models decoders, because this is going to get the decoder and stay alive combo. It's a very eye-catching livery. You see there we've got the Malcolm Rail on the wasp stripes at the end, and this and my Silverlink Class 121, I just think beautiful liveries, and I have them as my exception to not really interested in post-privatisation. But that wasn't the only Gronk that I picked up. I also picked up a Hornby one, again from the same stand, and this is a main range version, basically the ones that are available in the catalogue from all of the different retailers, and you can see there R2418, and this is 08402 in rail blue. Actually, sometimes quite a tricky livery to pick up. For some reason, they maybe don't get released as often as they should. And obviously very desirable livery. But at £75, I mean, I snapped the hand off. I couldn't believe what a good price this was at. They did actually have a few different ones, and it was the start of the show. I was going to pace myself, so I bought this one, but they also had at least 2 others in rail blue, Hornby ones, at a similar really good price, and they were very quickly snapped up as well. So again, really pleased to be able to get hold of this model. I do like the Hornby 08 as well as the Bachmann one. I think the thing for me about the Hornby 08 is that it's slightly better detailed than the Bachmann one, but usually the Bachmann one, you find that at a much keener price. So swings and roundabouts, they do hold their own next to each other, but the Hornby one, I think, is the better model. But unfortunately, Hornby seem very sparing in their releases, and they don't tend to do the rail blue versions very often. And unfortunately, this one has proved very difficult to get hold of until now. I did actually have this once upon a time, but I was persuaded to swap with a then friend who wanted it for a sound fitting thing. I didn't do DCC at the time, and I've always regretted trading with them for this, and here we are, got it back. Well, it's not my exact one, but certainly I'm really pleased to be able to add this to the collection. So 2 Gronks, no waiting. Now the next item, this comes from the generosity of a Monday Club. I couldn't believe this. I think it was Simon Pitcher turned up, and it was very thankful for all the work we do here on the channel, and it's really quite humbling to meet you guys, but to be given a Class 43, one of the new tooled ones from Bachmann. This is the green version Pegasus. I was really humbled by the generosity. Simon Pitcher, as you all know, very kind, has already donated a locomotive, the Daypole limited edition Terrier in 00, and some wagons. So I was really blown away, and I felt a bit embarrassed actually that all I had to offer back was a free Monday Club badge. Although there is going to be some news on the Monday Club badges, hopefully signed up anywhere up to 5 new retailers and organisations for exclusive discounts for in-person shopping, so watch this space. But this is 32-066 D835 Pegasus, and I must admit, it's like people read my mind, because I was looking at this model second hand, and somebody pipped me to it and bought it. It was definitely one that was on my radar, and here it is, thanks to the generosity of Simon. So thank you so much. I'm really blown away, and this is brilliant, because I've been looking for a green warship. I've got maroon, I've got 2 different versions of blue. There's kind of one with the, I call it the Mohawk, it's got the grey roof but then the blue and the small yellow panels, and then I've also got the rail blue with the full yellow panels. So this is the missing link in a way. This is the green livery, and I really am so thankful for your amazing generosity. So you can see there, a great locomotive, 21-pin socket, and that's going to take pride of place in the Weir Yard fleet. So thank you so much. Now I'm going to move over to some of the wagons that I got. AGR Models, they were one of the retailers at the show. There was such a great mix of trade and so much in the way of bargain hunts. But look at this, mint box, £15, AGR Models, and this is actually 37-670X, 14-ton tank wagon, Lean Green Limited, BRM Limited Edition. Didn't even know that this existed, but of course so many retailers and magazines as well, preservation organisations have done special commissions over the years with Bachmann, that sometimes it is quite hard to keep up with all of those that are available. We've got, actually, this is quite a nice certificate. It folds out, and you can see there, British Railway Modelling, limited edition Lee and Green tank wagon, one of the private wagons based at Bourne, Lincolnshire, which is the home of British railway modelling, and this is number 237, probably of 504 is the usual number of the limited editions with Bachmann wagons. Some of them can be more, I don't know whether they can be less, but this is actually quite an old one because the plastic inserts started to turn yellow. They do that. It's not an issue, but it's certainly one I've never ever come across before, but I love the livery. It's green, and green is my favourite colour, so this is number 1, Artesian Wells Bourne, Lee and Green Limited, Pure Bourne Water. I love that livery with the, it's not a black underframe, it's kind of a very, 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 very dark grey, and that really goes well with that green, so really pleased to pick that up. And actually AGR Models, they're based in Leighton Buzzard, and I've got a sneaky suspicion that used to be a model shop that my father frequented. If they were the model shop that was there 40 to between 40 and 45 years ago, then that is the model shop that my father used to go to and pick up Wren models. And I have only a vague memory once going there, and I can just remember as a small child being fascinated with the box of trees. I think they were the the old bog brush type trees. That's my only memory. So if AGR Models, if anybody's watching who knows, or if somebody from AGR Models is watching this, do let me know. I'd love to know, is that the model shop that I have this one childhood memory of being taken to when, as a family, we lived in Stanbridge? So the next one up, we're back to Clark Railworks. Again, mint boxes. And this is Brotherton. We've got a running number, sorry, a catalogue number there, 37-690Z. Tank wagon Brotherton, produced exclusively for the Worley Model Railway Club 2007. Of course, they had a wagon or wagons, sometimes there'd be more than one, available each time they held their show. And it was a good way to support the club, support the venue, having the show at the venue, and also getting an exclusive model. So I like them. In latter years, when I started going to the Worley exhibition, I used to occasionally buy them. But there's quite a lot of these on the Clark Railworks stand, and at £10, that's a really, really good price. And now, I will level with you due to a camera error. I quite happily already recorded this video, but it didn't actually record. The Brotherton one, I've got one of the other Worley wagons, which is actually quite a garish colour. So what I will say is these were all sealed with tape, and I buy these to run them because I'm not a collector. It's not. I find it almost laughable to buy these. The notion of buying these as an investment. Nobody ever got rich doing that. But I just want to run them. So in case any of the aficionados who like to keep their model trains in a hermetically sealed train humidor are spinning away and getting all red-faced, then tough, my model, I'll do what I like with it. But there we are, Brotherton, sulfuric acid. I actually they did like a very bright blue one that I do have, so this will be a nice partner to that. And I do love this particular style of Bachmann tank wagon with the walkways at the top and the ladders at the side. And we've also got there, these come with a little limited edition certificate. This is number 054. And there's just a little bit of information on the company and the wagon itself. Today's video is sponsored by TMC, the Model Centre, your first choice for finding all of the models featured today at the best possible price at the link in the description. TMC also offers custom weathering and renumbering to any model, be it brand new or pre-owned. Check out their full pre-owned listings too, where you can be assured of quality as every item is screened and graded by professional staff. TMC, the Model Centre, your first choice for all aspects of modelling. Now the next one up again, Clark Railworks, £10, and this is another Worley Club model, this time 2006, 37-675V. And like I said before, all of these were sealed. They'd never been taken out of the box. So they've all got the certificates. This one's 201, again, information on the actual company, British Sugar Corporation, or BSC. So this is the West Midlands Sugar Company, Kidderminster, GWR, which does place the date of this livery as being probably interwar years, I would probably say. This is the earlier design of tank wagon with the kind of halter neck style restraints on there. So this could well have been quite an early one. In fact, let's have a look. 1926, there we are. And I love blue, my second favourite colour. Look at that. That is the livery that really does pop. So really pleased to get that. Some amazing models, which I was only vaguely aware of existing. First time I've actually ever seen any of these in the flesh. So really pleased to add them to my collection. Another one here, £9, so £1 cheaper. Clark Railworks, really great rummage there. I must admit, I did spend far too much. Don't tell the cupboard monkey.
Tell me what? You know I edit these, right?
This is 37-105U, 7-plank wagon. I don't know why it's got that label, presumably over something, but there is a Worley certificate in there, so it is an even earlier Worley wagon. And again, this was still had the tape, so I don't feel bad in the slightest opening it up. Number 198, Worley Model Railway Club there. And this is Kimberley. So you can imagine, actually, anybody who has an affinity to the name Kimberley, this would be a must-have go-to special commission, because they are, if there was a company that had a Jennifer written on the side of the wagon, then I think I'd probably pick it up just because of that. But there we go. This is, again, one of the Bachmann wagons. I love these wagons. Bachmann did a great job on these. You can still get these, they're still in the range. But it's the wagon that keeps on giving with all these different liveries. There you are, Kimberley, Beddoes and Company Limited, Oldbury. Oldbury is, of course, where the Worley club rooms, I believe, are. And you can see that, look, see, it's never ever run on a layout. So we're going to ruin that by having me actually get it up and running. Now, I got one more wagon from Clark Railworks from the second-hand rummage. £1 less again. Clark Railworks, £8. And this is the Cambrian Wagon Company standard wagon. This is one I've been hunting for probably 25 years, ever since I learnt about the existence of these. The 1998 Bachmann Times 7-plank wagon. That was the magazine, what the magazine of the Bachmann Collectors Club was originally called. And I believe that this was either the first or second club exclusive wagon, the one that they just gave you as part of your membership. And I've got every single other. Look at that, see, it's still sealed. You can tell where I got up to recording the video. I was just about to open this one and then I realised the camera wasn't recording. Oh, and some very blue language was said. But there we go, look at that. Oh, did you want me to keep this in a hermetically sealed train humidor? Well, that's tough, isn't it? I bought it to use it. I will keep the box though. I'm no James May, but this livery always caught my eye when I saw photos of it, and I'm so pleased to finally have one. Look at that. The light colours. Not many wagons come in that light colour because they're probably really difficult to keep. It's never really cleaned, and I think that colour would show the muck quicker than anything else. But there you go. Finally got one. Really pleased at that. This is the 8-plank end-door tipping wagon, or 7-plank end-door tipping wagon. There you are, really pleased. That is a wagon I've actively looked for so long. Now, I didn't buy a huge amount of new items of locomotives and rolling stock, but one of the ones I did, again, Clark Railworks, my word, in a roundabout way, got a lot of money actually. These are being stocked by TMC as well. I suspect there's other retailers might have been able to start stocking these. TMC is definitely one. They had a load of these at the show. And you might remember we did a full review of these, but one of the liveries that really took my eye in the catalogue, that wasn't one of the ones that was sent as a review sample, so I had to pick it up. I thought, you know what, these are so good that even though I've already got 3 of them that were review samples, that Ellis very kindly said, you can keep them if you like. So not gonna question that. These are amazing wagons, but I bought the Engineer's Yellow. This is ZXV Lomac EP, and it's just, I do quite like that yellow. It really does stand out. So did the full review, but I really wanted this one, so just went and bought one, and well worth every single penny. Now I'm going to put that upside down because it'll roll off otherwise. Moving on, this isn't actually a purchase. This is on loan for review. Picked this up from Kyle Humphrey's TRS Trains, and you might have seen there's a lot of videos and such like of this going around. There's going to be a full review of it. It's the Class 37 that's sort of partway through refurbishment, which has the engine unit visible inside. It's got the working smoke unit, so really looking forward to this. It's something really unusual, so I'm not going to get it out of the box just yet, but look forward to that for review. And a huge thank you to Kyle Humphreys at TRS Trains for loaning that to me, for being able to film that. It is going back to him, so anyone's going, oh, look at this, all this free stuff. No, that one is on loan, so it is going back, but thank you so much for lending me that. I'm going to be giving that back to him at the Warnerly show, or the, I can't believe it's not Worley. Next up, one of my favourite specialist retailers. Now, Richard Brighton, stick your fingers in your ears. I know, I love you. I love everybody at DCC Concepts. I love the products. But one of my favourite specialist retailers, and I see them at shows, is actually Primo Trees. I'm sorry, but I'm a huge fangirl for Primo models. I think the products are exceptional, and I'm really happy to see, actually, I was talking to the guy at the stand. There's just one guy at the stand, and he works so hard, and the prices, when you consider the quality of the product, the prices are incredible value for money. I love the packaging as well, because this is entirely 100% recyclable. I'm just trying to work it out. There we go. I think, isn't it? How do I get into it? I did open this before. So, one moment, caller. Right, we're back. So, I did manage to work it out. It's just me being a bit thicky. But they're in the packaging, nicely protected, actually. This is a maple tree, but it's a new range of autumnal colours that Primo models are doing. And look at that. I love autumn, but these trees are really something special. So it very kindly actually said, here you are, here's one. Do a video on them if you want. And this is the one that he gave to me, and we're going to be doing a video on these in the future. But I love them, the vibrancy of the colours. And I think certainly on some of the other models, they do like small, medium and large of all the trees across the range, and they are species specific. Really great. They do look exactly like the trees, but the prices are actually, when you consider what you're getting, very favourable. I think this is the £14 one, but I will double check. You can see on there we've got a maple tree autumn 18 to 20 centimetres, so really looking forward to putting that through its paces. The colours are amazing, but I also bought a couple of trees whilst I was there, because they just are always well worth it. I mean, £14 each for these, and these are the medium size. They do smaller and they do bigger, and really you can't be robbed. These all look incredible. They are handmade, I believe, so essentially each one is ever so slightly different, so you can buy quite a few of these and put them together, make up a forest. But look at that. I mean, you look at the actual design and detail. So this one is the larch tree, and there's your larch. It looks incredible. For £14, you cannot be robbed. That is an incredible tree. I'm looking forward to putting that on a model. I can't decide. Is it going to go on Weir Yard somewhere, or I'm going to save these and build them into my new Project 009 that I really want to do. And people are probably going, they don't grow in Wales around the slate tips. But it's like, I don't care. These trees look so amazing. They're going on my model railway. It's my model railway. I don't know, some eccentric landowner had the area landscaped at some point by Clough Ellis, and he planted these trees. And oh, look, haven't they done well? I don't know. I'll make an excuse. And then we've also got, I think this is spruce. So this is, yeah, the spruce tree. And again, look at that. Incredible model trees. I do love these. Again, £14. This was like the middle size in the range. So I'm really looking forward to making full use of these. And, you know, if you want really great trees and want a great finish, but don't have the confidence, say, to do trees yourself, or just really think, well, you know, I need a specific species. This is, this is a great way of doing it. So there's the stuff from Primo Trees, and the final thing that I got, I will mention this. It did come up in the live stream. DCC Concepts dropped this off. This is the limited edition Universal Rolling Road, suitable for all these different track gauges. So we've got HOOO, that's how the actual rollers come to start with. So you can see them, they're gold plated. We've got all these individual spacers, and I've been set a challenge by Richard Brighton.
I'm challenging her to get a piece of track and a locomotive in every single one of those gauges.
So I've already got OO and HO. I've got N scale, HOE, 009, TT. I do have some track, and I'm going to check with Tim at Arcadia Models, who is where I'm going to go. I'm going to take this and go, Tim, have you got track for all of these for a challenge I'm doing? I think the meter gauge and the TT scale, those two may use the same track in the same way that OO and HO do, and N scale and 009 and HOE do. Potentially, well, they're certainly the same diameter, so one roller will do all three of those, but I'm going to try and see if I can find track for any of these. I know that EM and P4, I think there is ready-made track available for those, but HON 3.5, HON 30, HON 2.5, and HON 3, I'm going to have to hunt around. They're going to be the tricky ones, although DCC Concepts, you've missed off 016.5, that's not on there, although probably say actually one of these is just the alternative way of saying 016.5, but then again HOE and 009 are pretty much the same thing. One's the HO version of the 001 or vice versa. So there we are. This is very kindly given to us by Aaronville, one of the Monday clubbers, and this is a 3D printed scan of themselves from ModelU. But what I really want to show you here is just how well this has been painted. So there you are. That's Aaronville, and that is exactly what he was wearing at the show as well. And look at that camouflage. That is hand painted there. And we've got the logo on the sweatshirt, and you can see there it's just incredible. We've got the shoelaces, the camouflage. That is incredibly well painted. So Aaronville will be joining New Junction and myself, and hopefully the Cupboard Monkey too, in YouTuber's Corner, where we're all sort of gathered around whilst I dig a hole. And New Junction, if you're watching, yes, I will repaint your hair. I don't know why the Cupboard Monkey painted you as blonde, but yes, you do look like Eminem, so we're gonna fix that. But thank you so much, Aaronville. So we're going to add you with pleasure to the YouTuber Corner. And that completes the pickups from the Great Electric Train Show. So relax, sit back and enjoy all of the layouts of the show. Today's video comes in association with Trainomatic, makers of DCC decoders and accessories that are designed by enthusiasts for enthusiasts. Find the full range available to order now at tramfabriek.co.uk. Additional support is provided by...
This is Clark Railworks, and this is what we do. You'll know us from Ellis Clark Trains, and you'll get the same friendly expertise with us too. We've got a huge range of pre-owned model railways from all your favourite manufacturers, and maybe some you hadn't heard of before. It's the place to come for quality. We don't stock substandard models, and everything we sell is fully tested and photographed by model railway experts. No matter whether you model 00 gauge, N, HO or more, we have sought after models from all around the world with new listings added every weekday. Check out what's available now at clarkrailworks.com and don't miss out on your latest loco.
I'd like to thank everybody over on Patreon, and an extra special huge thanks goes out to our Patreon heroes. Without you guys over on Patreon, we really wouldn't be able to keep making the video content that you see on this channel. And don't forget that you can also head on over to patreon.com/JenniferKirk and check out the different tiers of rewards. Thank you so much. You are absolute legends.